Alright, so here we are back at the property. Finally vacant. And supposedly all the dogs are gone. Just got a bunch of snow last night. Let's see if it's open. Oh, there's a cat. Don't see anything else. Mattress, TV. Electric's on. Giant dog crate. Man, dogs destroyed this mattress. So if you saw the previous video, the situation was it was a rent to own contract, also known as a contract for deed. A lot of people that commented said that the people weren't really squatters since they were previous tenants, which is true. If you look at the definition of a squatter, it's someone who's staying at your property without your permission and isn't paying rent. So some people call them holdover tenants. I did say squatter. People accuse me of clickbait, but whatever. But yeah, to be truthful, they were just tenants, and they ran into some financial difficulties and stopped paying. The last payment was received in July of 2024, and now it's March. What's today, the 9th? Oh boy. Oh my God, look at this. This was always the worst room. Oh man, it smells pretty bad. Looks like there was a dog crate here. Holes in the wall. All these windows are gonna need to be replaced. Got some couple of dumpsters coming up. Looks like a freaking saloon door halfway chewed off. Oh, this room is still sort of intact. There is a problem with the roof. The shingles were not installed correctly. I did half of the roof myself back in 2018. And the tenants, or whatever you want to call them, they said that there's water spots. This was always the worst spot near the skylight. So yeah, this all has to be replaced, ripped out. The previous tenants did make some upgrades. They did replace the well pump, which was a couple $1,000s, and they have made some upgrades. So I don't know what's going on in here. This is the fourth bedroom. It's like framed out. When I first got here in 2018, this whole closet was filled with cat poop. So it's a little bit crazy being in here, because I haven't been in here for 4 years. But overall, the condition is pretty bad. I'm thinking about $75,000 to fix it all up. So for the budget, I have the roof is about $15,000, and it's going to need all new windows. It looks like the internet's still connected. And got some cat cable running up here. So between the roof and new windows, I'm thinking that's going to be like $25,000 right there, and it's going to need a new back door. You can see some of the wet spots leaking through. This was the side of the house that I did on the shingles, and I shingled some of it wrong. So I already had a roofer come out to address that. This was always an issue. She sent me a picture of this, and I could never figure out what it was. She said that this was mold coming out of the floor. But I don't... It does look kind of suspect, huh? So I'll probably paint that up with some Kilz. I should have a mask on. But yeah, the air quality. The air does not feel too good in here. I should have a mask on. Actually, yeah, let me go outside because it just feels musty. I think they also put in a new hot water heater. Yeah, let me go outside. This air quality is not good. Oh, I got some pliers holding the door on. So yeah, at least the hot water heater is good. But the air quality, I am really concerned with these wet spots and the cracking. So we're gonna have to do something with that. But yeah, I'm thinking at least, $50K on the low end, because just between, the floors I think are salvageable. Maybe they can just be sanded and stained, but out here is kind of bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to put new floating floors down, but it needs a ton of just trim work, finish work, paint, spackling, all new electrical devices, all new cabinets. It's going to need a new stove, needs a new sink, needs new windows. Got the propane tank, that's empty. The fridge, not sure if that works. I think the fridge is off and not working. I don't even know if it's plugged in. Meat freezer. So yeah, got our work cut out for us on this one. But we were able to negotiate with the previous tenants and get them to vacate the property without going through the court channels. So I filed the contract wrong. What happened was, when I first originally drew up the contract for deed, I never notarized the contract and I never recorded it at the county clerk and recorder's office. So technically it wasn't a valid contract. And I spoke to a lawyer and he told me, look, just try to work it out with the tenant, because if it goes to court, she could technically ask for all of those payments back since you never recorded the contract. And you have to record the contract within the first 4 months of signing it, which I never did. But luckily, I was able to mend the relationship with the tenants. They were able to get another property right down the hill there, out by the highway, up the road a little bit, a few miles away. They were able to finance it, rent to own, with a down payment, and they took their bus and another RV and all their dogs and finally vacated the property, and we didn't have to go to court. So I would say it was a success, but it took a while. I guess this door's broken too. Oh, here we go. See, this deck's sturdy. Yeah, the air quality in there is kind of suspect. So, but we still have a ton of trash. As you can see, there's a big pile of trash back there. A bunch of furniture. That whole shed right there is filled with trash. And we're gonna have to rip all these fences out and do a bunch of landscaping. And when I first got here, this whole thing was all firewood. There was several yards of firewood. But look what the previous tenants did to the trim. They started painting some sections of it brown, and they painted the trim around the windows black. And that just looks terrible. And look, it's missing trim there. And then it's a different shade of brown paint down here. So, yeah, that's the update. It's going to need all new windows. The only thing that's really salvageable is this siding. All new windows, back door, new appliances, new cabinets, new roof. So I'm thinking around 50 on the, at least 50,000 on the low end, probably more like 75 to 90. And I'm sure I could even dump 100 into this thing. But the ARV, after repair value, is looking like it's going to be around 235. So all right, so that's the update. Thanks for tuning in, and see you.